Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Now, guys, we turn our news attention to America's favorite family man. Boom. Ryan Borgwardt. 44-year-old father of three, married man who decided to jump up and abandon his family, fake his own death in a Wisconsin lake before going all out with a great migration to go be with a woman in Europe he's never seen before up close or been with. Now, we talked about this situation before. You heard it all over the internet, seen this before, how stupid this guy was. I've done a few videos on him. I think he's an idiot. I think he's a simp as well. Recently, this guy had returned back to the country as of a couple of days ago. And if that's not embarrassing enough, guys, they said when he came back, he only had $20 in his pocket. Jesus Christ. Here's the story.
Watertown husband and father accused of faking his own death appears in a Wisconsin courtroom.
Yeah, that's right. Ryan Borgwardt, you see right here, charged with one count of obstructing an officer. 12 News' Hannah Hilliard explains where Borgwardt has been the last 4 months.
It's our first look at Ryan Borgwardt back on U.S. soil, a case that captured global attention. The husband and father now charged with just one misdemeanor, obstructing an officer.
Sir, have you received a copy of the criminal complaint?
Yes, Your Honor.
That newly released criminal complaint details the self-employed word worker's elaborate plan to trick everyone into believing he drowned in Green Lake back in August. Investigators presumed Borgwardt was dead after finding his overturned kayak in this 200-foot deep lake. They spent the next 54 days searching for his body, but soon learned he was very much alive. Court documents say Borgwardt of Watertown told investigators he intentionally placed physical evidence, like the kayak, a life jacket, and tackle box, to mislead the sheriff's department when he was actually en route to Eastern Europe to meet a woman. Investigators establishing communication with him just last month, living in the country of Georgia.
I'm in my apartment. I am safe, secure, no problem.
The sheriff pleaded with the 45-year-old to come home to his family.
On December 10th, Ryan arrived on U.S. soil.
Wednesday, he announced Borgwardt turned himself in to law enforcement.
Has he said what compelled him to come back to Wisconsin?
His family, I guess.
How are you feeling and how is your department feeling now knowing that he is back in Wisconsin on U.S. soil ahead of the holidays like your plea was last time we talked?
Relieved. I'm very proud of what he did in my department.
In court, Borgwardt says he returned to Wisconsin with only $20 in his wallet.
I can't pay. I don't have money, so I'll defend myself.
The once missing kayaker now found and released on a signature bond. In Green Lake, Hannah Hilliard, WYSN 12 News.
It's been 4 months since Borgwardt overturned his kayak in Green Lake and disappeared. Authorities spent 2 months searching for him. Their search ended on October 7th when investigators learned he had left the United States. Just last month, the sheriff confirmed Borgwardt was overseas and vowed to bring him home before Christmas. Just yesterday, he returned to Green Lake, police say voluntarily turning himself into police.
Online jail records show Ryan Borgwardt walked free from the Green Lake County Jail earlier today following that first court appearance on a $500 signature bond. Since then, we've been all over Wisconsin, from Green Lake County to Watertown to right here in Appleton, trying to find Borgwardt and those who know him best.
Has he said what compelled him to come back to Wisconsin?
His family, I guess.
4 months after the Green Lake County Sheriff's Office says he faked a drowning in Green Lake and left the country, Ryan Borgwardt, the Watertown husband and father of three, is back in Wisconsin.
Sir, have you received a copy of the criminal complaint?
Yes, Your Honor.
That criminal complaint revealing how prosecutors say Borgwardt at first tricked investigators. August 11th, the documents say he capsized his kayak, ditched his phone in the lake, and used an inflatable raft to get back to shore where he had stashed an e-bike. Investigators say he then biked all night from Green Lake to Madison, where he hopped on a Greyhound bus, riding to Detroit. There, he crossed the border into Canada on his way to Toronto, then caught a flight across the Atlantic to Paris. Investigators say after another flight, he ended up in the country of Georgia with a woman he had been chatting with online. Back at Green Lake, searchers combed the waters for months, and when they couldn't find Borgwardt's body, law enforcement started to unravel his plan.
Very proud of what he did in my department.
According to court documents, investigators reached Borgwardt November 8th by email, and he told detectives his heart hit the floor. Investigators say Borgwardt also said he saw a picture of the adult female that he went to meet and knew that he made a mistake. Later in November, the sheriff's office shared video Borgwardt sent investigators proving he was alive.
Good evening, it's Ryan Borgwardt. Today, hello, Matt. Today is November 11th.
1 month later, December 10th, Borgwardt turned himself in to Wisconsin authorities to face a misdemeanor obstruction charge. Borgwardt in court Wednesday, telling the court he returned to Wisconsin with only $20 in his wallet.
I can't pay. I don't have money, so I'll defend myself.
Later released on a signature bond. 12 News tried reaching Borgwardt at his Watertown home. Then headed to Appleton, where online records indicate he may have more family. Neither Borgwardt nor his family could be reached for comment Wednesday night. We do know he's due back in court next month. Reporting in Appleton, Kendall Keys, WISN 12 News.
That's the story of Ryan Borgwardt. Came back, $20 in his pocket, posted a $500 bond. So he posted the bond. Well, somebody posted the bond for him. Maybe his parents. You know who I think didn't pay that bond? His wife. Family ain't available for comment. Neither is his dumb ass. And he never should be in front of a camera again if he can help it. Because what he did was stupid. It was cowardly. I mean, seriously. The amount of embarrassment and shame he brought on his family, none of them deserve. And, just the embarrassment alone. His boys are older boys. And they're in high school, it looks like, and his daughter might be right behind them. That's embarrassing. People saying they're sorry because your dad left you. There are other kids that probably make fun of it and stuff like this. The amount of shame that these people felt, especially the wife, giving yourself to somebody and then he up and just disappeared. And then the way he did it was foul. You faked your own death, then jumped on a bike, then rode through the night, an e-bike, from wherever you was at, to Detroit, and then ran across the border and did all kind of crazy stuff for some ass. For some ass. Did y'all pay attention? He said once he got over there and he seen her, he realized he made a mistake. See that? Was that before or after you had PNC? Think about it. I guarantee you, when this happened, it happened something like this. I'm about to be two people, so bear with me. He meets the girl. Go over there, wind up hooking up. After it was over, he sat up for a relaxing smoke. She sat up and said this to him with the covers on. You had the covers over their titties and shit. She sat up. Okay. Now that sex has been established, you have got the coochie. Negotiations are in order. You take me to America, yes? It's his dumb ass. Wait a minute. I just got here. It doesn't work like that. Get out. Leave money, but take ding-a-ling. Go. Supposedly a woman told that he was over there. I'm more than sure it's the same one that he was there with. Because once he realized everything was a farce and shit didn't go the way he wanted it to go, he had to interact her some way or another to tell where he was at, and then he'd get on there. I'm not going to jail, am I? Yeah, your dumb ass going to jail. And he locked you up as soon as you came back. You left over there, took an insurance policy or whatever the other stuff they said you did. You ain't go over there empty-handed. You came back with $20 in your goddamn pocket. Said you had your own place and everything. Look at this dude. He looked like a creep. Could you imagine somebody seeing on the internet and then they come and they look like him? I think both of them was disillusioned and both disappointed when they seen each other. That's just my opinion. Bro, you 44 years old. You done lived your life most of the time, most of the part. You done gave your best years to one woman. Now you want to jump up and start all over again like you 24 damn years old. This fucking disgraceful. It is. And the pain that he put on his family, I'm sure they don't want to see him. And good for them. You know what I'm saying? If anything been funny, if is when they bailed him out and the cameras were there. You know what I mean? If I was his wife, I'd have called the media and I'd have bailed him out. And I'd have been outside when he came outside the jail. And I'd have been right there so he could see my face, me and my kids. And then he'd run over there like, oh, honey, and get the fuck off me right in front of the camera, make him look stupid as hell. Either way, he said he can't afford a lawyer. He gonna get a public defender and all this other stuff. They charge him with a little bit of charges. But the man, I would put him on the hook for all of that search and rescue, all of them payments. You owe all that restitution. You know what I'm saying? He up and left his job and every damn thing else. Now he coming back to nothing. Don't have no family, don't have nothing. And everything is tarnished. His reputation, everything. It's a damn disgrace somebody did this over some ass. That's why I tell you, no matter what you say, coochie is the strongest thing on the planet as far as pulling a man out of his normal order, his normal orbit in his own solar system and knocking him off his axis to where this guy risks everything for nothing. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know another thing that's funny? He probably was telling the girl he was Jason Statham and shit. She went over there, she saw his face. She was like, you are not the actor. You are not the one that killed Megalodon. Get out. I'll see you in the next video. Take care with a fucking loser.